Well, Reese existed at some point in time. Reese was our sworn. So Reese was our partner, our lover, our all those things combined. And Reese died a long time ago, and Reese is going to be one of the reasons. Reese is going to be probably our primary vow. So we need to find some way of reconnecting Reese's spirit, his disembodied spirit, which is still with us, with his body, who's been taken by the Varu. In our mind, that's true. And actually, let's start starting to capture that. So if we come over to me, so we have Reese, and Reese is our bonded. And our bonded, this is a combination of our shield brother, adventuring companion, our lover, etc. This wasn't a hey there, Mew. This wasn't our it's not like an established thing, but in our mind we've made it to be something. It's something that's more than we needed. Lago needed to put something to this, and so we've called it our bonded. And Reese was long ago murdered by the Skald. Who the group's DM? No, so this is Ironsworn. It is a role playing game, but one of the things that brought me to this is the fact that it's you can play it solo or cooperative, where the game actually acts as the DM. It has mechanics to act as the DM. And so what we're doing right now is we're doing actually the last part of world building, and then in the next session that I run, I'll actually do the first session. It's pretty nifty. Okay, so Reese is our bonded, was long ago murdered by the Skald. And Mew, if you want to follow along too, if you care, you can do, or anybody else in the channel still, you can do !journal in chat, and it'll give you a link to this document, so you can take a look and follow along if you want to, and see some of the stuff we've already captured. So long ago murdered by the Skald, and then we, in our mind, we think that Lago thinks, believes, knows that the Varu, these monstrous Varu creatures, preferring Markdown editors forward process. No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm trying to find a good balance between documenting, capturing stuff, and then being able to have people see it. So if there's anything you have in mind that works better than this, again, feel free to let me know, and I can take a look at it offline. In our mind, so Lago believes that the Varu have taken Reese's body and disconnected his spirit, which now follows us around. Cool. And we fully believe that's still Reese. So Reese is still with us, and we are on a quest. We have a vow. Our opening major vow is going to be to take Reese's body back from the Varu. So we're gonna have to find it. We have no idea where it is. This may have been, by the way, the event in our character's history that would have caused this straining of the mind to get to the point where this character has some level of psychosis. This one calls stack edit. Okay, I'll take a look at it later. Okay, thanks, Mew. Okay, so good. Let's go back to our character for a second. Take a look at our assets, and I think that was the last piece. Yep, so we have Reese. Let's learn a little bit about Reese. I don't have anything created for Reese at all right now, so let's do... Here we are. So we already have the names, and we're going to learn a little bit about our bonded Reese. So let's go ahead and roll 3 D100 and see what he's like. 70, 74, 93. So we've got, he's relaxed. Let's just put him up here. 7074. Friendly. And what was the last one? 93. Hot-tempered. Okay, good. I'll get us in trouble. Perfect. Okay. If we come back to our character, we can also have some bonds as well. I think this, you can have up to 3 bonds, and we're going to make Reese one of our bonds. And even though Reese is only in our mind, as far as we're concerned, that's a bond. So that's definitely in. Our second bond is going to be somebody that we know from one of the protected valleys. This is somebody we go back to infrequently, so we don't live in one of Lago doesn't live in one of the protected valleys. Lago lives out in the wilds. It can be anything. That's absolutely right. It can totally be anything. I'm playing in another game with a friend where she has a sword that has a spirit of an ancestor inside of it, and that's one of her bonds. And in this case, we have something in our mind, this idea, this memory of our bonded Reese. Okay, so we don't live. Lago doesn't live in one of the protected valley communities, but from time to time he will visit one of them, and it's going to be up in the foothills. So if we take a look at some of the regions, we have the flooded lands, deep wilds. No, we want where is it? Hinterlands, Tempest Hills. So that's right here. Yeah, so it's somewhere in here. We're going to live in the foothills. So there's going to be a community in here. Let's just grab one of these. There we are. Perfect. And this is going to be our community we go to. Let's find out what the community's name is and a little bit about them. Okay, so let's go to settlement names. We'll just do the quick generator. Yep, that sounds good. Give me a 2D100. 2D100. Okay. 53, 43. What do we got? 53, Morn River. Okay. So we have Morn River. Let's come up to our locations. Morn River. So this is going to be Protected Valley that has a river or some kind of a stream that runs through it. A river runs through it. It's still surrounded by mountains. So let's do this. So this is going to be a protected. Let's do it like this. This is a protected valley community with a river. I'm going to call it a stream. A stream that cuts through the mountain. And it's fed by a spring. Okay. Dark mode theme for stacked it. Oh, okay. Okay, so protected valley community with a stream that cuts through the mountain and it's fed by a spring. And we'll say that same stream leads through one of the tunnels that goes out. The tunnel that leads in out. The stream passes through it. Maybe not entirely, but partially. Okay. And in Morn River, we have a person. This is our like, I don't want to call it a friend, but this is Lago's one contact that he knows that he can come back to resupply, to stock, etc. So let's find out who this person is. Oh, and before we do that, let's find a little bit about this Morn River location. So I'm going to do another 2d10. Oh, sorry, 100. Okay, we got a 77, 97. Let's find a little bit about this settlement. 77, 97, 77. Character descriptors. It's a young settlement, okay, and 97, cowardly. Okay, so this is a new settlement. This is a relatively new settlement. That has, it's moved from a location that was recently attacked, sacked by the Skald. Okay. And they are afraid to go out and do anything in the outside world. Okay. And that works well for our character, for Lago, because Lago probably does things for this group, because Lago is not afraid to go out into the outside world. And this contact may be the person that we work with primarily. So we're their outside person. That's good. Good. Okay, and then let's learn a little bit about. Oh, that was them. So they are. What do we say they were? They were young and we don't need to write them down. Young, cowardly. No, we got this in the location. We're fine. Okay, and then there's people who live here. So there's a person who lives here. Let's get who they are. So first, we're going to find the name and what they do. So their role and then what they do. So we're going to roll 2d100 first. Okay, so we get a 94 and a 100. So the character's role, we said 94. Was that it? Yep. Oh, perfect. They're a trader. Okay, so this person is a trader. So the character and 94. Let's get the name. Ironlander names, Talus. So Talus is a trader. Talus lives here. Is the primary outside world trader. For Morn River, for this settlement. Okay. And then let's start getting some people in here. So we have Talus. And Talus is a trader and our point of contact. So trader lives within Morn River. Okay, acts as primary outside world go-to for the community. Okay, and then Talus is our one of our bonds. So we know Talus. Okay, bonds. The only person who gives us the time of day and not immediately get angry at us. Likely because they need us. So let's actually find that out real quick. How likely is it that they're just doing this not because they like us, but because they need us? I think it's likely. So we're gonna find out here. We're gonna ask the Oracle. So it's likely that the only reason that Talus has an engagement with us is because they need us to do things for this element. So let's find out. So if it's 26 or greater, then that is true. Let's find out. Angry, hide. Yeah, the town is cowardly. Get angry, rather hide from you when you come to town. Yeah, Kronk. It's so the town is or at least we're establishing the town is cowardly because there are these outside raiders that will come and attack our people all the time, and so they've come here and hidden here. But I think that works as well. So maybe the town itself, when anybody comes here, they're not just suspicious, but they're also just they don't want to deal with us. And I think that ties in with this whole Talus person. Okay, so what we wanted to do is we wanted to find out if it was likely that Talus is working with us only because they need us versus actually caring for us. So, and we said that's pretty likely. So on a 26 or greater, that is the case. So let's give me a D100. It's not. Wow. Okay. So Talus actually likes us, or I don't want to say tolerates us. No, we should say that Talus actually likes us, and not immediately judge us. So Talus actually likes and cares for Lago. Maybe because he lost somebody from before that we remind him of his lost brother or son or something like that, or friend. But Talus actually likes and cares for Lago in spite of or because of, we're not sure. Our abilities. Okay. Awesome. let's find out a little bit about Talus. So let's get a 3d6. 3d 100. Okay, 46, 48, 89. And let's go down to our character traits. Here we go. 46, 48, 46. Cunning and kind. Okay, let's get those in here. So Talus is cunning, he's kind, and he's 89. 89. And he's old. Okay. I think Talus is the leader of this community. Doesn't want to be, but he totally is. Okay. He is the unofficial leader of the community. And because you're the only person who's willing to travel to the settlement and bring in trade, makes his job easier since he's older. Yeah. And the people don't like leaving. They're fearful of what's out there. So yeah. So he's the unofficial leader of the community. He's the unofficial leader of the community. Does he have any family here? Yeah, he does. Has family. And they probably don't like me. Yeah. He has family in Morn River. And they definitely don't like me. Okay. They see him as a threat in various ways. But Talus tries to knock it down. Largely unsuccessfully. Okay. Okay, those are our bonds. I think that's good. We learned a little bit about the Firstborn in our previous item, but I think that's good. Let's take a look at our character and see if there was anything else. And this is where Morn River is. That's good. I think the thing that we're missing right now. Let's go into Lago. There he is. Okay. We got those. Okay, so we have bonds. We're gonna mark 2 hashes. We'll talk later about what the bonds do and the mechanics of the game. Don't worry about it right now. It's not a big deal. But vows. This is important. So we start the game, and this is the last thing we're gonna do before we close out for today. We're gonna have a background vow, and we're gonna have an inciting incident. And I think our background vow. I don't think our background vow. Our background vow is going to be that we need to find out where the Varu took Reese's body, because we have to find it so that we can reconnect his soul, his spirit, with his body. We still just need to find it. We have no idea where it is. So we're going to mark, the background vow needs to be either extreme or epic, and we're going to mark it off as extreme because we're just trying to find the body. And I vow that I will find and retrieve Reese's body from the Varu. Okay. Where the heck it is, I have no idea, but we're gonna find out. Okay. And then the inciting incident. This needs to be tied with what's going on in Morn River. So there's a need. Let's find out what the need is. So let's give them a reason. We're going to come up to settlement trouble. That sounds good. And let's see what we got. They need our help with something. Let's get Lago over here. Okay. Let's get 100, a 97. We're just rolling real high on all these. Okay. Let's see. 97. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll twice. Awesome. So, and then we're gonna combine this trouble together. 2d100. Okay, a 42 and a 56. So 42, is a cursed past, and a 56, and an attack is imminent. Ooh, cursed past, an attack is imminent. Okay, so something from from Talus's past is coming back to bite him. So this is going to be our inciting incident. There's an attack that's he left one of his family behind. This is what happened. Okay, so let's grab our people. So Talus left his bonded behind. Oh no. Okay, so he left his bonded behind when the Skald attacked their last community. Their old community. Thinking him dead. What is his bonded's name? Let's find out. Let's get a name. 76. Look on the right side this time. 70. Lucia. Yes. So Lucia was her name. Her dead. Lucia. Okay. But Lucia is not dead. Lucia is still very alive, and was captured, tortured by the Skald. Ugh. So Lucia. Okay. And we'll get into her traits later on when and if we find her. But Lucia was captured. So captured by the Skald in a raid. Tortured for information. And gave up the location of Morn River. Because they had talked before about this was a location maybe they were going to take a look at, and after the attack came through, they needed somewhere to go, and Talus led the community here to Morn River. And this is unfortunately coming back to bite everybody, because the inciting incident is we've found out somehow we found out that they're coming in. Like maybe we see a like a scouting party or something, and so we're gonna have to try to figure out how we can help Morn River out. Let's see, Kronk. Maybe Lago neither help Skald raided the previous home. Someone might know where to track down where the Skald keeps Reese's body. Yeah. Like maybe we can find some of them, and then find out what they know. Like we can capture one of them. That could work. Okay. So let's come back over to here. Let's grab Lago, and our inciting incident is going to be we have to find a way to make the Skald not come here, because there's a person that we care about here. We have Talus, and we have to find a way to get the Skald, or in our case the Varu, to not find this location. So I vow that do we need to trick them away? Do we need to kill them? How would Lago see this? Lago would probably lead them away and kill them, and then maybe go and find out a way that they could I know. So I vow that that we're going to kill or have the creatures in the tunnels kill these Skald. I vow that that I will lead the invading Varu into a trap within the tunnels. Okay. I'm going to lead the invading Varu into a trap within the tunnels, and the creatures who are there will kill them. That's what I'm hoping. And in doing that, then maybe I can, if some of them escape, I can go and try to find them and see how much they know. But at the very least, we have to stop this particular incursion, and that's going to be our initial scene. Is going to be us in the tunnels with the Varu as they're coming through. That's going to be interesting. Okay. Cool. And I think this needs to be at least dangerous, because there's going to be multiple of these warriors that are coming in, and we need to be able to stop them. And this is going to be especially interesting because it's a combination of real and imagined. So I'm curious to see how that works out. Okay, so we have our vows. I'm going to find and retrieve Reese's body from the Varu, and then also I'm going to lead the invading Varu into a trap within the tunnels and have the creatures kill them. Yep, that's what we're doing. Cool. Okay. Is there anything else that we need to do? Abilities, nope. Supply, spirit, health, everything is at the go. These are our starting stats. So we'll talk about these when we actually kick off and do our first roll session. Progress we're not going to touch on. This is going to be just finding them right off the bat, and then we have our assets. We can start a progression one, which is going to be a travel, and it's going to be troublesome because we're traveling within our current location. And the our progress is going to be, we're going to travel to the invading Varu. We're going to travel within the tunnels to locate the invading Varu. Cool. This is going to be a travel. And it'll be troublesome. Cool. Okay, so we've got our character, we've got our progress, we've got our assets. I think we're good to go. So we're going to stop here. This was meant to be a short session. The next time we kick off, it's going to be opening scene 1. We are traveling through the tunnels and making our way to find the Varu, learn more about what these creatures look like, and find out a way to lead them to their demise in the creatures in the tunnel. Again, my name is Anthony Pendleton. Thanks for joining. I think there's only maybe 1 or 2 people that are here, which is fine. I'll be posting this on our YouTube channel as well, so you can see this offline if necessary. And we hope to see you again next time. Thanks again for coming in. Again, exclamation journal if you want to be able to take a look at the file itself within Google Drive. Kronk, thanks guys for joining. Come back, take a look later. The VOD will be on here too if you don't manage to catch it as we're doing it. No big deal. But thanks again everybody for joining, and we'll catch everybody again next time. Thanks everybody. Take care.